Hello everyone. Dear students, in last video we covered chapter number 5, The 100 Dresses part 1 from our first book, First Flight. And in today's class we are going to take chapter number 6, The 100 Dresses part 2. About the authoress, we have already discussed about the work and the life of the authoress Elsor Esther. Introduction of the story. In continuation of the previous lesson, the 100 Dresses 2 reveals why Wanda Petronsky had not been coming to school. Actually, in first part, we discussed that Wanda Petronsky had not been coming to school, but nobody noticed her absence. Then one day, Miss Mason, her teacher, came to the classroom to declare the result of painting and coloring competition. Miss Mason also noticed the absence of Wanda Petronsky because Wanda Petronsky used to sit in the last row in one corner of the classroom or room number 13. All the students of the class were making fun of her just because of her strange and unique surname Petronsky. There were two girls, Peggy and Maddie. They were also teasing Wanda Petronsky. And now Miss Mason declared the result, and that competition was won by Wanda Petronsky from the girls' side, and all the students liked all the drawings or the designs of dresses prepared by Wanda Petronsky because she was having a great talent to draw, and for the same reason she got the prize. But she was not there to receive that praise or applause because her father decided to leave the city. But now in second part, the Petronsky family decided to move to a big city where no one would care about their unfamiliar name. On hearing the note, Maddie and Peggy got anxious as they realized that they would never get a chance for making amends for all the teasing they had done. Both the girls get relieved only on learning that Wanda liked them and had decided or had dedicated one of the 100 dresses to each one of them. So let's get to know the main summary or the main events of the lesson. Miss Mason reads Wanda's father's letter. So one day Miss Mason got a notice that came from principal's office, and then she read that letter in front of the class. Letter read out, Miss Mason got ready to read the letter. All the students were very anxious to know what was written in that letter, and Wanda's father wrote that Wanda and Jake won't come to school anymore as they were moving to a big city. And after that, there will be no silly jokes or no funny names. Reaction to the letter? There was a deep silence in the classroom or in room number 13. Miss Mason understood the situation and she told that no one will hurt anyone's feeling. Now everything was clear to Miss Mason that the classmates of Wanda Petronsky were not treating her well. What had happened was bad. She asked them to think about that. Maddie's reaction at personal level. Maddie could not put her mind to work even in the first period. It was true that she never enjoyed Peggy's asking Wanda about her dresses. She had said nothing. She stood silently, but that was also bad. She was a coward. Peggy never thought that they were mean. It means Maddie had the realization that she was wrong. But Peggy, who was the most popular girl of the school, she did not think that they did something wrong to Wanda Petronsky. Maddie's decision. Maddie wondered if she could do something, but she was helpless now. She would find out Wanda Petronsky. She decided. And then she shared the idea with Peggy. And in the afternoon, both the girls got ready to go to Wanda Petronsky. Peggy told Maddie that she never called her a foreigner. She never thought that Wanda could sense being made fun of. She also thought that Wanda was a dumb. Maddie's mind about Wanda. Maddie said nothing. She hoped they would find Wanda. She wanted to tell her that they were sorry. She would tell her not to move away to another place. But Wanda had already gone. Wanda's house reached. When Peggy and Maddie reached Wanda's house in the Boggins Height, they knocked at the door, but nobody was there. There was no sign of life, and it was clear to both the girls that the Petronskis had left. How could they regret? That was the question now. Peggy's thoughts about Wanda. Peggy told Maddie that they couldn't do anything then because the Petronskis had already left and even they did not have their new address. When she asked Wanda about her dress, she had been getting good ideas about drawings. It was the opinion of Peggy. It means Peggy thought that Wanda was getting new ideas when she used to ask a question to Wanda that how many dresses she had. She might not have won the contest without that. It means still Peggy thought that Wanda Petronsky was not able to win that contest. Maddie at night. Maddie thought about this idea of Peggy. That night she could not sleep. She thought of Wanda, her dress, and her house. She thought and thought. At last, she reached an important conclusion. She decided to say something if anyone made fun of the other before her. Now she decided to be courageous and she thought that if she found someone making fun of others, definitely she would stop him or her. She could lose Peggy's friendship for that. She would never make anybody unhappy. Peggy and Maddie wrote a letter to Wanda on Saturday. They were writing a letter to Wanda. It was just a friendly letter. They praised Wunda's drawings. They had meant to say they were sorry. They mailed the letter to Boggins Heights. No reply from Wunda. There came no reply from Wunda to that letter. Peggy had begun to forget it. Maddie tried to sleep, making speeches about Wunda because Maddie was feeling restless. On the other hand, Peggy started forgetting the things. Wunda's letter to Miss Mason. It was Christmas time. On the last day of school, Miss Mason showed the class a letter from Wunda. It was addressed to her. Miss Mason read out the letter. Wunda wrote to Miss Mason to tell the girls that they could keep those 100 dresses. In her new house, they had 100 new ones. She wanted to Peggy to have the drawing of the green dress with the red trimming. Maddie could have the blue one. She wished Merry Christmas to all. Reaction of Peggy to it? On way home, Maddie and Peggy held their drawings very carefully. All the houses had been decorated beautifully. The air smelled like Christmas. Light reflected different colors on the snow. Peggy told that Wunda's letter showed that she got their letter. She liked the place. She also liked them. She had a different way to show that. About the drawing given to Maddie, Maddie hang that or pasted that drawing which was given by Wunda to her on in front of her bed or on the wall. She pasted that drawing, and during one night she observed that in that painting she was herself there. Because she was studying the drawing carefully, it looked like her own head and mouth. Wunda had drawn it for her. She ran to Peggy. Maddie and Peggy together. Maddie told Peggy that Wunda had drawn the drawing for her. Actually, she had drawn both of them in her drawings. Peggy told Maddie that she did say that Wunda had liked them anyway. Maddie agreed. She had tears when she thought of Wunda looking at the laughing girls. There were 100 of them there. So, this way the story ended, and this is the glossary. Now, the theme of the story. The story The 100 Dresses is a real life experience of the authoress. It is the story of a girl who received Peggy's hand-me-down dresses. Now, I hope that you all are able to collect that who received Peggy's hand-me-down clothes. We all know that Maddie received and she wore all the hand-me-down clothes of Peggy. She felt very guilty for not having defended the character Wunda in real life. It means in her real life she experienced all these things. And there was one of her friend, and for that her she was not able to raise her voice against that teasing, against that torture or humiliation which was being done to the character Wanda. She wrote the story in order to assure her guilt and to encourage others to stand against bullies. That is the main theme of the story, that we should never see or we should never let anyone to humiliate others, or we should raise our voice against this kind of tyranny or against not, we can say tyranny, against this kind of bullying or against this kind of humiliation. This is the summary of chapter 6, the 100 dresses, part 2. And I hope that you all will be benefited after reading this summary. It will definitely, it will help you. So thank you. Have a nice day, everyone.